Hola a todos, bienvenidos a un nuevo video de Arena Breakout. El día de hoy estaremos hablando sobre algunas cosas de Arena Breakout, pero no tanto en la parte táctica como lo que son las mecánicas o las físicas del juego y esos aspectos, sino que el día de hoy estaremos hablando sobre algo que también me parece interesante y es saber cómo lo que está detrás de este gran juego que todos nos están divirtiendo bastante, porque es algo nuevo como en el mercado móvil. No lo sé, es como que las empresas están tomando más en serio esto en los juegos móviles, porque el hecho de que los desarrolladores comiencen a hablarnos a, no sé, a la comunidad, no sé, siento que es algo que no se ve tanto, y pues yo siento que es un aspecto muy importante a tener en cuenta cuando este mercado competitivo, o sea, los juegos están llegando a los dispositivos móviles y cada vez se está volviendo más competitivo. Entonces creo que es algo a tener en cuenta cuando un juego está empezando, pero igualmente es increíble como lo que he logrado. Como por ejemplo podríamos hablar de que ya llegó a 80 millones de usuarios registrados, lo cual ya va representando a la gran comunidad que se está creando. Entonces siento que ya para las otras empresas, ¿no?, que vienen a este mercado con nuevos juegos, obviamente tendrán que demostrar por qué es una buena opción para nosotros los jugadores, ya que siento que antes como que conseguíamos un buen juego para pasar el rato o así porque era como nuestra única opción, pero ahora al llegar nuevas empresas habrán más opciones, por lo que es bueno siempre la competitividad, ya que nos traerán mejor contenido y se esforzarán aún más, porque como ustedes saben, si llevan bastante tiempo, no sé, jugando en móvil, sabrán que a veces en realidad tal vez no le ponen tanta atención a la opinión de la comunidad. Así que espero que Arena Breakout siga tomando en cuenta, ¿no?, las opiniones de los jugadores. Aunque obviamente nosotros también tendremos que entender cuando una idea no sea, bueno, sí, la idea sea buena, pero los desarrolladores tal vez no puedan llevarla a cabo, ya que tendremos que entender que hay un equipo detrás de todo, obviamente, y no es una sola persona la que decide como si se puede hacer o no, porque creo que tal vez tenemos muy buenas ideas para el juego o así, como decían ellos mismos. Estaré pasando un clip más adelante. Ellos decían que podemos tener muy buenas ideas, pero detrás hay un equipo de desarrolladores, de programadores, ¿no? Por ejemplo, nosotros tenemos una idea de que el personaje salga volando, ¿verdad? Que explote, salga volando, pero luego los desarrolladores, los que diseñan todo esto, ¿verdad?, en programación, no lo pueden llevar a cabo al menos correctamente, aunque lo quieran llevar a cabo. Y no solo los desarrolladores en la parte de la programación, sino también en la parte gráfica, ¿no? Es una tarea de todos. Y bueno, esas son solo algunas cosas que quería decir sobre este juego, ya que en realidad hay demasiadas cosas para hablar sobre este juego. Desde todo el lore, o sea, toda la historia que tiene este juego, o sobre todas las mecánicas también, como por ejemplo todo lo que es cuando nos hieren y todo lo que hay que hacer para curarse. Y bueno, nada más comentando un poco más, porque la verdad no quiero dejar eso sin comentar, y es sobre la historia de Arena Breakout. En realidad creo que no soy el único que quiere, sé que hay información en el juego, ¿no?, la que nos dan de los agentes en lo que son los textos. Cuando hacemos clic en el agente, en el icono de ayuda, nos dará una información sobre ese agente y tendremos algunas pistas, pero creo que no soy el único que quiere un poco más de claridad en la historia. No estoy exigiendo nada, en realidad creo que esto, todos queremos eso, porque queremos entender bien la historia de lo que es el lugar donde nos encontramos. Y sé que los desarrolladores probablemente traigan más información sobre eso, información en los comentarios si tienes algún tipo de dato interesante sobre la historia de Arena Breakout. Ahora los dejaré con partes, con algunos clips sobre cosas interesantes que han comunicado los desarrolladores.
It's close quarters battle.
Yes.
So in this map, you will hear the sounds coming from everywhere.
It's just very intense.
Yes. So unlike the other maps, it's not very big, and it has two different levels, which means it's becoming much harder to identify the sound source coming from, and definitely will bring you a way much different feelings in this map. I know some players really want that kind of exciting, got some kind of little practice from the game's feelings. So when the map coming out, definitely go try it, explore it. What else you want to add?
I would say that there's a couple of interesting extractions points that you can find. There's a few environmental tricks that have been added to this map that make it very unique for Arena Breakout. So I can't wait for you guys to try it. Here we go. We're back online. Show you guys a little bit of an image of what we expect this, or what the kind of experience we wanted this to be like. Here's the TV station. This is our concept art from it. And I would say, in-game, we've got a similar experience to this, right?
Yes.
Yes. Very much a close quarters, tight battle, chaos, pure chaos, especially the first couple minutes. Very intimate spawns with some of your fellow operators in there. So, a couple of more images that we can share. Here's the layout that you can see. I see there's a huge, what do you call it? Main center courtyard?
Yes, center area.
Yeah. And then it's surrounded by 2 floors. So you can basically, you're never safe when you're in this area. Yeah. Definitely gives you a sense of risk. So TV station is awesome. It's very intense, and you will lose a lot of coin playing this map.
Wow.
At least that's my own experience.
Learning got some kind of cost,
yeah,
right?
Learning has a cost, of course. So share a few more images with you guys. Here's part of the TV station. Looks like a dining area. Looks like, in a way, not smooth, not easy to traverse. And then what do we have? Oh, this looks like the central courtyard area, the broadcasting area. You can see that second floor up there, right up there. You're never safe when you're in the center area, but there must be some good loot in there, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you can try. Keep going here. And these are all in-game screenshots, by the way, guys. This is what it's actually going to look like in-game. That first image was the concept art, and then this is what it looks like in the game. And then here, I think that's, extract point, right?
Yes.
And then it looks like it could be like an elevator?
Yes, elevator.
It looks like an elevator to me.
So, following this new map opened, the storyline will also push a lot. So you will get knowing more information about the game history, the background settings, and also some new secrets hiding behind all of this.
TV station, also known as Rat Station. It's not that ratty. I feel like it's not that ratty. Maybe it is sometimes, but yeah, definitely the storyline, the narrative is going to be pushed. There he is again. Is out. That's all we can share with the TV station for now. Look forward to seeing more of it once the game launches. What are we going to do about solo queues? A few people have asked questions like, when I go into matchmaking, why do I get put into a squad? Will A, B separate solo and squad matchmaking?
As far as I know, we don't have a plan to doing the solo queues at least in the recent versions, because this game is more focused on the team tactic. So sorry about this. Probably
don't say sorry. You don't have to be apologetic. You just tell them, no, we don't support solo queues. You can untick the auto match setting, and that will increase your likelihood of not being put into a squad. Not a guarantee.
That's true.
But it will increase your likelihood of not being put into a squad. So you can solo in a way. But do we encourage solos?
Well, that's your choice.
No. I'm not like Casey. Casey's nice. I'm not nice. I just tell you no. We don't support or we don't encourage soloing. It's a tactical game. It's already hard enough. If you go in solo, it's even harder. You should be playing with the squad. We want you to play with the squad. That's kind of the point of the game. Is we believe it's a better game when you play with the team. And that's why we really encourage you by putting you into squads. We also encourage you by having a really awesome community on Discord. We want you guys to join the Discord, hop in there, and find some groups to play with. It makes the game better, at least in my opinion.
Well, yes.
What about you?
Well, I like to match with random people. So each fight got different feelings, but you got teammates. They can share some map information with you.
Yeah.
It's a great help. You can think about the feelings when your team is wiped down and you are the only one left in the map.
You don't get that experience by yourself. You're already like that when you're by yourself. So that's kind of our position on solos. We don't really want to encourage it. You can try to solo, but we do want you to play with a squad. We want you to find some friends and play with them. I also think it's a better experience.
Yeah.
But people have been asking, will AB have gun skins or other cosmetics? What kind of style will it be like? Will it be camo or more colorful? I hope what we showed you is kind of indicative of the style we're going to go for. We've got more planned. You'll see more later. But we definitely, as I mentioned already, we're going to be doing that more realistic style.
Yes. Yes, it's also a hard decision for the designers. We understand that lots of players got a lot of things in their storage and they don't want things wiped down. But how do you answer this?
So I can tell you from the discussions we've had over here and the fact that we have launched in China already, the way that we run the game, we don't do season wipes. You keep all of your things all the time.
Yeah.
And
that's because we have the marketing systems and we find some ways to control the price in a balanced way, so we don't really.
At this moment, we're not going to do wipes. You're not going to lose all of your stuff one day because we are doing a system wipe. We just don't have the game planned that way. Like Casey said, we have tools to manage the economy and the market to make sure it stays balanced. We also do a lot of different events because we run this game as a service, which is something here at More Fun we're really experienced at doing. I don't know if you probably haven't heard of More Fun's other games because we've been mostly focused only in China, but we have been running many games for many years, and we know how to run games as a service in a way that players continue to come back and continue enjoying the game. And that's for free-to-play players as well. So we have a really good grasp of how to balance these kinds of things. So yeah, that's the answer. Is we're not gonna, at this point in time, we don't plan to do wipes. So tell your friends, and you can be upset about it, but you can also play the game when we launch and realize, hey, they actually know what they're doing. This is nice. You can see.
Now, we have some kind of score in the background called elos that kind of, in easy way to explain, it's like your skill scores. So we try to matchmaking the players with the same skill levels to have a better gaming experience. That's a part answer for how are you matched with other players. And gear value take into account when matching. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah. So gear values take into account, but the main factor is your elo, like you said. The elo, if you guys don't know, it's basically a way to rank players against other players and to basically create a statistical prediction of how good you are versus another player. So I think it's something like if you have 100 more elo than another player, you will win 7 out of 10 times in a fight against them, in a match against them. So that's kind of how we mainly focus on matching players against players and players with players in a squad, is putting you in like ELO brackets. So you're not going to be put, if you're a new player, you automatically start with a lower ELO, and you won't be put into a match with people who are really high level. I know this is a problem with a lot of games, smurfing. Do you know smurfing?
It's like, I'm not sure
No problem. Smurfing is when you're a really good player and you make a new account just so you can play against less good players, right?
Well, it's probably working for just 1 or 2 match, but if your score is, just not at normals, then your ELO will rise really quick. So that doesn't make too much of sense. And also think about we have some kind of common values outside of the map, the game. So even the players with really good skills, they won't have they use the new account, won't have enough coins to buy the really great skills. So that's kind of limits the player keep using the new account to smash the new beginner.
I see players. a good question from Mr. Koala. He's asking, what if you don't play ranked? Do you still have an ELO?
Yes, you still have it. ELO doesn't equals to the ranking systems. There are so many ways to rank up, but ELOs is another kind of score hidden in your account.
It's used in pretty much every game that has matchmaking.
Yes.
Has a ELO. They might not call it ELO, but ELO is the term that it is. And it is, like I mentioned, a statistical way to measure your skill level or your predictive measure of success against other players. So we use ELO. All other games that use matchmaking use some form of ELO. We're just calling it, some games call it MMR, right? Some games call it your hidden MMR. They're all a type of ELO. We use a similar system, including, as Casey just mentioned, a ton of other metrics. So it's not just 1 or 2 things that put you into squads against other players. It's a bunch of different things. Hopefully that answers this question. We can't go into detail, and we're not going to share the whole list of things that we use to take into account, because there's just too many.
Yeah.
And also it changes very frequently, right?
Yes.
It's like those, I mentioned there's the config files. This is done through a config file, and we can change those things very fast, and we do change those things very fast through the course of the game's development. We're still on ELO, so something like KD.
Yes, KD is a part of it, but we still have many other things to influence the ELOs.
Yes. So one of those metrics. A pistol, a knife, and when you have 2 options to obtain weapons, attack the existing enemies, the AI, and take their money to buy weapons, or kill other players. Actually, we have a mode like this.
Yes, we got one mode like this, and hope to you guys can see it in the future.
Yeah, it was fun. I liked it a lot. It was a nice change of pace. Call it something like isolation mode or quarantine zone, something cool. You do go in with just a pistol, and you go in, you find weapons. It's pretty much like a battle royale in that way. And there's multiple extraction points that open. They're timed. They open up throughout the map, and all players will be running towards those because it's a shorter time than a usual raid. It's pretty intense. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very fun, low cost, low risk mode. That's another of our design pillars. Maybe we can talk more about this next time.
Yeah.
Is how we like to balance our risk and reward. Extraction is important for us. Risk and reward is important for us. Those are some of the main things that we focus on when designing. One of the pillars of our game design is extraction, right? We want our players to extract from the game. That's the point of the game, is you go in and you need to get out. That's how you succeed. You don't have to be the last one. You don't have to kill everybody. You have to get out alive. Militants.
That's a good idea.
That's a good, maybe we'll write that down.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's not bad. Keep going. Team deathmatch. That's interesting. I think that's, I've seen, I know Tarkov is coming out with an arena mode, right? And I've always thought, hey, that could be a fun way to experiment with new guns, or to have a low risk way to have gunfights and practice your gunfights. So I do think that's a good idea. But like I said already, the development cycle is very big. It takes a lot of people and a lot of resources to make things happen. So even though it's lots of good ideas, I see people saying zombies. Zombies, yeah, sounds fun. Is that in line with what we want to do? I'm not sure. We can't put every great idea into the game, unfortunately. Anti-cheat, the kill cam, definitely a big help for anti-cheat, actually. It helps you tell us when something feels fishy, and that helps us find fishy people.
And also we keep updating our anti-cheating software?
Yeah, system.
Yeah, systems. So it will be better.
Yeah. The anti-cheat is always getting updated. We have a team specifically dedicated to anti-cheat and security. Those reports that we send out every week through Discord and Reddit, where we have those lists of names, we're actually doing that. We don't just stuff our way through these things. We have custom rooms. I heard.
Yeah.
We're supposed to wrap it up, I know, but I'm having fun. Will we have custom rooms? That's a really big question, and we do think it's important. At the moment, no, we don't have custom rooms, and I don't know if those will happen. But it will be nice to have something like that in the future. So if you guys want it, you should make yourself heard. Let us know. Tell us what you want, and the louder your voices are, the more we're going to hear you on on features that you want. So a feature like a custom room, that would be kind of cool. We're definitely open to the idea.
Restricted under 17. Restricted under restricted.